With the government's attempt to curb our rights and freedoms, and wanting so very, very badly to do so, you would think that the Online Safety Bill, along with the Police Crime Sentencing and Courts Bill, which are the main tools to do this, would have been thought through properly, with the right people consulted about what they want to do. But the government, being the government, simply adds what they want in order to protect and benefit them. However, it appears the Online Safety Bill, at least, may have been botched, as the government purport to want to protect people online, but really they want to prevent anyone having an opinion that isn't in alignment with their own. Even years of supposed debate, 5 years in fact since it was first proposed, it seems it's finally on the last leg of its journey, but yet critics of the bill seem to be at loggerheads with the government about their substantive differences of opinion about the nature and purpose of the bill, along with what it will actually achieve when it finally gets passed. Civil liberties groups and critics say it gives state backing to big tech censorship on a scale that we have never seen before, and argues that it fails to rein in the power of unaccountable Silicon Valley tycoons. While children's charities say the bill doesn't do enough. Academics who study children's behaviour online says it does far too much. The disagreements aren't just a reflection of people's different starting positions. Campaigners concerned with freedoms of speech will always disagree to a certain extent with charities who want to restrict hate speech, but the debate about the Online Safety Bill seems to go further than that. There appears to be 3 main explanations being proposed as to why this may be. The first, the government's explanation, is that Online Safety Bill neatly charts the course between multiple competing pressures. Not my words, somebody else's. Although in public ministers' descriptions ministers describe it as a revolution, in private they hope the bill will be a sensible reform, stopping some of the things we don't like about the internet: abuse, scams, indecent imagery, while preserving the things we like: convenience, speed, the ability to share ideas freely. If none of the campaigners are perfectly happy, the thinking goes that shows that they've got the balance act just about right, which I don't think is true, as no matter what you put, there will always be a difference of opinion, so using that as evidence of getting it right is completely absurd. The second explanation is that, faced with multiple competing pressures, the government botched the job. Instead of picking one side, it tried to please everyone. Instead of balance, it produced an unworkable compromise. Part of the problem with the bill was that from the start it wasn't clear what it was trying to do. It focused on online harms, a term that covered everything under the sun. Was it about social media or porn websites, hate speech or crime, terrorism or cyber flashing? And as open rights groups Jim Killock, one of the most acute observers of legislation on technology, put it, the fact that the bill keeps changing its content after 4 years of debate should tell everyone that it is a mess and likely to be a bitter disappointment in practice. The third explanation is that we simply don't know. The reason that the bill produces such sharp differences in opinion is its most basic elements are shrouded in confusion. Any view of it is possible because anything could happen. If you take one of the central ideas of the legislation, stopping the spread of harmful content online, harm in this particular bill is defined as psychological harm amounting to at least serious distress. Soon it will be an offence for social media users to post something that might cause this harm, and an offence for sites not to stop them. Will social media firms react by deleting everything that might cause harm, just in case? And why are journalists and media companies given a free pass on this, when so much of the value of social media comes from the fact that anyone can contribute to a debate? Nobody seems to know, and it's not clear that the government does either. One of the other worrying aspects of the Online Safety Bill is that it gives the right for Minister for Digital and Culture to direct companies to remove or keep up content for reasons of public policy. In other words, for whatever reason they think is good at the time. And obviously no one knows for sure if this will be abuse, although we all know for sure that it will. All this stands for free speech. If someone posts something that sees their account removed from social media, it seems that the bill contains provisions for a right of action in court for breach of contact, meaning that your joke, your opinion, your shared post from someone else could see you in court defending yourself. This really is 1984-esque Big Brother. I mean, how long will it really be before we have monitors in our home which makes demands of us daily, expecting us to plug our computer into the mainframe when government so desires, so it can run a scan of our files for something that Stasi can send us to the gulag for? It may well sound ridiculous when it's said in those terms, but if we're not cautious, this is very well the direction that we're headed. Very big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.